Had a little break, going back to check on Dad. Carrie should be done by now, the other care provider. So, um, we're going to go back through Los Osos, check the mail on the way back to Dad's place, and I guess we'll get some lunch at Dad's, or maybe we'll stop and grab a burger and bring one to him. I'm going to flip you around here for a second so you can get a beautiful view of my phone holder. There's just a little track up. I'm waiting for the flagman to send us through here. Um, so, uh, if you are a caregiver for someone with Alzheimer's disease, I'd really be interested to hear in the comments below, what have been your biggest challenges in taking care of your loved one, and why do you think that is? For me, the biggest challenge has, well, my father's always been kind of difficult, and he's always, you know, um, I don't know, I don't want to insult my father, but he's kind of narcissistic. He's an artist, and he's a great artist, a brilliant artist, and he knows it, and so he's not known to be modest, and he loves attention, you know. He's not an easy person to be a child of. Um, you know, I've always loved my dad a great deal. I always knew he was special somehow. But he's not an easy person to take care of because he's very stubborn. He thinks he knows what he's doing, but he doesn't. And he thinks he can take care of himself, but he can't. He needs help. So that's a challenge, but that's not nearly as big of a challenge as, claim to be his friends, his so-called friends, have actually really impeded my ability to care for him. They have not helped me. They've not made it easy for me. They've made it harder and more difficult in general. And some really weird people actually cost us about a year, like a good solid year of father-son time, because they were just these weird people who were interfering, and I don't know why. Like, maybe they thought they had good intentions. I don't think they really did. I think we like to convince ourselves that we're acting out of good intentions when we're not always doing that. But they, deliberately tried to alienate him from me, his son, his his closest family. They were trying to take over his art business and just kind of take over his care in general, make all of his decisions for him, that kind of thing. And I knew what they were doing, and I confronted them, and they just openly, actively went on with their plan and so it cost me and my dad a good year of father-son time that we could have had, which was precious to me, especially since he's declining rapidly. I wanted to be able to spend quality time with him, and every day that the disease progresses, the quality of time with your loved one is going to go down. So, yeah, I don't know what their motivation was really on his art collection, which, most of his good self. But he did leave behind a lot of end pieces that'll be really difficult to get rid of. Because it's hard to sell art anyway, but the higher the value of the art, the harder it is to sell. And so, he left some really high-end pieces that I don't know how I'm going to find buyers for them. I mean, they're just really beautiful, but very, expensive pieces. So, yeah, they wanted to get control of what was left of his art collection, and maybe his property. He has some real estate. It's not very valuable, and what value there is, I'll probably have to sell whatever he's got to pay for his memory care. So there's just not, I don't know. But I know California has like a lot of Scientologists, and Scientologists are weird. They like to, they kind of try to come between people and their families a lot, I think, for whatever their reasons are. Maybe these people were Scientologists. I don't know. I think they were just after whatever art they could get off him. See, a few of you are making comments here down below. A couple of comments here and there. Thanks for joining in. At Sid Shorts, Xmalox, greetings from Turkey. Thanks for saying hello from Turkey. Right now it's a little afternoon here. It's on its way to 1, I think, 12:30 or 1. Noon in Turkey. Oh, it's night in Turkey. Of course it is. Yeah, it would have to be. Greetings from Ham. Where is Ham? You gotta be in Great Britain somewhere, in the British Isles somewhere. Poop boy. I'm publishing your comment even though it's offensive, because I'm not easily offended. Poop boy. think. I'm on the wrong road here. Don't know where I'm going. I think this is kind of not a shortcut, but I think it'll take me where I'm going. I'm flying by the sun now. Okay. What were we talking about? Oh yeah. So anyway, if you have a loved one with Alzheimer's disease, what's your biggest challenge? What makes it the most difficult? What contributes the most to the difficulty? All right, you guys, I'm going to flip you around here. I'm on my way going from Los Osos towards San Luis Obispo here. Let you see what's going on. Flip you around. Now, see some road. And you can't see much with that kind of an angle. Flip you back around. All right. Thanks for checking in, you guys. Especially you YouTubers from outside of the U.S. The thing I love the most about the internet is that it connects us, outside of our borders. And that's what I'd like to do more than anything else, is be connected outside the borders of the country I'm in. I love traveling, but I can't afford to travel. I've done some traveling, but right now, even if I could afford to travel, I'm stuck here taking care of my dad. So the internet is a great way to travel from your living room. And for instance, I've always wanted to go to Turkey, but it's just not realistic for me to think about it now. So I'm very into making connections across the borders, and I invite you all, follow my channel, subscribe, say hello, let me know who you are. Let's use the social media function on YouTube a little bit, and let's connect up. I generally, like on Facebook, I don't usually accept friends requests from people that I don't know, that I haven't met personally, but I'll sometimes, if they're in I think it's a legitimate Facebook account and you're in another country that I'd like to visit or may never get to visit, I'm really likely to accept your friend request. Just because I want a window into your world. I want a window into your neck of the woods and see what things are like from your perspective. And I don't mind sharing my perspective in return, So showing you what my life is like and what it's like to live where I live. It's the same for you as me. It's not easy to travel. It's usually a privilege reserved for the wealthy, of which I am not. Not rich, but I might die trying to get rich. I certainly worked hard enough all my life. I don't think I think I'm deserving of a break, see if something good happens. I had a little success with my e-commerce business, so selling New Mexico chili on the internet hasn't made me rich, but I make a few sales. I sell a little chili. I have a business partner. We split the profits. I'm pretty pleased with the outcome of that. It was a good business venture. definitely, I would like to do better with that. I'd like to build my business to the point where I don't have to work for anyone else. I'm tired of being a wage slave, and I don't mind working. I mean, I'll work all day, but if I could just be doing it for myself, that'd be great. And so while unemployed, between looking for work and caring for my father, trying to build my daily business, trying to build my online sales, trying to build my YouTube channels. I have more than one YouTube channel. I've got, let's see, 4 YouTube channels. I've got a YouTube channel for my chili business, which I don't do much with. I have a YouTube channel that's mostly about politics, like political discussion and stuff. It's like, things I might not necessarily want to post on my personal channel, which says a lot about the political climate in this country right now. How people are so divided, that I should feel nervous about posting my political opinions on my personal channel because, well, frankly, because, I don't want to offend my friends. I don't want to lose my close friends that I've had all my life, because a lot of them don't agree with my political views. And if I was completely honest with them about my political views, they might never want to talk to me again. And I think that sucks. I mean, we should be able to, we're Americans, we should be able to share our political differences without losing friends, I have friends on both sides of the aisle because I don't identify as liberal, although I consider myself to be more liberal than most people who call themselves liberals. I don't, and for that's why I don't identify as liberal anymore, but I used to. I don't identify as a Republican or a conservative because I just wasn't brought up that way, and but I have to say that it seems to me that during the course of my life, the roles of those two groups and their political stances seem to have somewhat reversed. Like it used to be when I was younger, I felt like the Democrats were the freer of the two political parties, and the Republicans were more square, or rigid, so to speak, less free. But it seems to me that nowadays it's kind of the other way around. Like the Democrats are like calling for bigger government and more restrictive laws and more restrictions on our freedoms, less respect for the Bill of Rights, and the Republicans are at least claim to be a little more freedom loving, and so I think that's strange, and I'm like, why would they do that, and I think that's because when I was younger, a larger portion of the population was beginning to identify with the left wing and becoming more left wing, and therefore the right wing said, what do we do? Well, the only way to change things back in our favor is to get these people who call themselves left wing to believe they're still being left wing by supporting us, specifically the military industrial complex, which I think pretty much runs the world regardless of what country you're in. So, anyway, that's why I have a separate channel for my political opinions. Also, I have a channel that is more, I guess, I started it so I could be kind of anonymous and post creative things that were semi-autobiographical without really divulging who I really am. Although I don't think it worked out that way. Probably anybody who finds that channel and views it will be able to determine pretty quickly that it's me and identify it with me. So, but anyway, so yeah, working on my YouTube channel. Well, not only do I like sharing, it's new technology to me still, even though it's been around a long time. I'm an old guy, and so it's still new technology to me, and I'm still experimenting with it. And there's always everybody, I think, who has a YouTube channel would like to make some money off of it someday. Maybe not all of us, but I think many of us, kind of like the idea that it could create an income for us eventually. YouTube sure doesn't make it easy. Sorry, I think I lost you there for a minute. But what I was saying is that even a small stream of income coming out of your YouTube channel could be a great benefit later on, supplement your Social Security payments and I guess I'm getting to the point where I'm looking at that. In another 10 years or so, I'm going to be pretty much unable to go to work for other people, and I'm going to have to subsist off of what I can do as a senior person, and so I'm trying to create streams of income that will be easy to just kind of keep them going later, and so I won't be limited to my Social Security checks. I think I am gonna grab a hamburger here and bring one to Dad, just because I'm hungry, and even though it's not the healthiest thing in the world, I love hamburgers. But, I'll have to kill my live stream to order a hamburger through the McDonald's app. Let's see, I don't think I want to do that right now. It's a better alternative to that. You know what? There's tons of food at Dad's house. Instead of doing that, I'll just go there. If he hasn't had lunch, I'll fix him some lunch and have some lunch myself. North Wales, UK. Wow. So I'm getting more than, it's so cool to see you guys commenting from different countries. Thanks for saying hello in North Wales, UK. Mr. Dion Kensington. No, Keenagan. Mr. Dion Keenagan. North Wales, UK. Thanks for shouting out, you guys. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I was born in California, but mostly kind of raised on the fly, traveling around a lot. My mother was this hippie lady, and she wanted to get away from modern society, kind of, and get back to the wilderness, you know. So when I was really, really young, I lived way out in the Pecos wilderness in the middle of, you know, nowhere in New Mexico. Uh, Little log cabin with no electricity or running water, you know, kerosene and chopping wood, hauling water, and living way out in the middle of nowhere. And then we bounced around a lot, so we would lived in more than one cabin. We lived in, you know, these three. We lived in a teepee for like almost 2 years. First in southern New Mexico, and then again we lived in the teepee up in Alaska for a summer, and that was pretty interesting in the Clutina Lake area, which back then not even the locals would go there to hang out. It was pretty wild outback Alaska. You know, we carry guns with us for bear protection, and we were in the middle of Kodiak bear country, so huge carnivorous bears all over the place, and we pretty much lived off of what we could catch out of the river, what we could shoot. We would I shot a porcupine, and my mom made it into stew. That was pretty tasty. But the meat was really tough. I mean, almost impossible to chew. We did eventually, we bagged a moose and slaughtered it, made moose meat jerky out of it, ate moose meat. Quite an adventure living in Alaska. Mom had an argument with her boyfriend, and we wound up hiking out of there. We hiked out of there 26 miles. And we did it in about, I think it took us about 11 and a half hours, if my memory serves me correctly, to hike out of there. And then we hitchhiked from there to Anchorage and caught an airplane back to the U.S., back to the lower 48. That was quite an adventure. I was doing pretty well in Santa Fe. Oh, that's why, you know, my other YouTube channel did have one like video that went viral on that channel, and it was more about Santa Fe, New Mexico, and my life in Santa Fe, New Mexico. So when I got the phone call from my dad, he says, you know, he calls me up and he says, "Son, I have dementia and I think I need your help." And it was really, for me, it was the worst timing because after years of instability and struggling to stay alive and living out of my car, all of a sudden I had found a little stability in my life, and I had a beautiful apartment in downtown Santa Fe. It wasn't big, but it had a nice little yard, and I really liked it, and I had a job that I could walk to from my apartment, and it was a good job, and I was making enough money to get by, and I was putting money in the bank, and things were finally, after not going well for a long, long time, things were finally going pretty well. And so for my dad to give me this news was not easy on me. That was like I had once promised my dad that if he needed my help, I'd be there for him, and I felt the need to honor that. And so it turned into a real problem for me. I had to give up my job and give up my beautiful apartment in downtown Santa Fe and pack up everything I owned and get rid of the things I couldn't fit into my truck and drive out to California to take care of my dad. Uh, and so at that point, the other channel, I mean, since it was more about Santa Fe and stuff, it seemed kind of like a good thing to come back to this channel and spend more time working on this channel. And since the viewers of that channel were more, oriented towards New Mexico and Santa Fe, they weren't going to be interested in what was going on in, San Luis Obispo with my dad. So that's a big part of the reason why I shifted it over to this channel more and started focusing more on this channel. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Be sure and hang in here with me. We're going to, now we're going to check on Dad and see how he's doing. Make sure he's okay. Let's see here. I'm going to open these windows a little bit so I don't get too hot in this car. And I'm going to put one of these things up in the window. Sun out a little bit. That's better. All right. Let's see how my main man is doing. Hey. How's my main man?
He's all right.
Right on. Are you having a beer?
Yeah.
Very groovy. Did you have lunch?
Yeah.
Good. Good. All is well then.
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you for checking.
You bet, Dad. I'm with you. Got you covered. Got to take care of my main man. Is that a good show on?
News kind of thing.
Cool. Very good.
So it was important not so much what technology Americans have, but to see when they're planning to achieve what. And the goal was to do it faster and earlier. And this sense of rush characterized Soviet cosmonautics. July 1st, 1961. The Army Ballistic Missile Agency is formally transferred to NASA, creating the Marshall Space Flight Center. Von Braun is appointed the center's first director, allowing him to oversee and influence advances in rocket.
I think it's going to get hot out there.
including the development of
Yeah.
the Super Booster launch vehicle. June 16th, 1963. The Soviets launch Vostok 6 and claim another first. On board is the first female to enter space, Soviet cosmonaut Valentina Tereshkova. Orbiting the Earth 48 times over 71 hours. Tereshkova spent more time in space than the combined duration of American astronauts up to that point in time. So the Soviet Union had female rights as one of the important functions. Partially, there was some real evidence to make that happen. But partially, it was a means of propaganda. But really, to take the decision to have a woman in space, to equip her with this opportunity. In the Soviet Union, it was made possible a lot earlier than in the USA.
When NASA comes to look for its first astronauts, it doesn't put any requirement on the application.
All right, let's take a look outside, see how things are. Beautiful day here in San Luis Obispo. I think it's about a good time to hose down this trailer. I like to hose down this trailer every now and then. Just keep it cool. I'll have to put. I need the tripod here. Maybe not. Let's see. See what happens when we go around here. What I'm gonna do is I'll put you over here. And I'll just flip you around and film from here. I almost lost it there. There we go, that's better. Yeah, like that. Got me a little pasta. Okay.
while Apollo 7 remains within Earth's orbit. Apollo 8 does not. December 21st, 1968. Apollo 8 takes astronauts Frank Borman, James Lovell, and William Anders beyond Earth's low orbit. For 3 days, these astronauts orbit the moon. They are the first human beings to do so. The first that America achieved with the Apollo 8 manned flight.
You gonna take a nap, Dad?
I wish.
In the first 6 months of 1969, the race accelerates again.
Just gonna kick it and relax for a while?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna go run some errands and stuff, but I'll be back in a bit.
Okay, great.
Yeah, call me if you need anything.
I will.
Okay, I love you, Dad.
You too, son.
Bye.
Soviet spacecraft either fail or fail to launch. But the Soviets do achieve another remarkable first that lays the foundation for the future evolution of manned space stations.
So, one of the things with people who have Alzheimer's that I've noticed is that, I mean, with my dad anyway, he knows something's wrong. You know, he knows he's not okay, but he doesn't know what or why, you know. And it doesn't do any good to tell him because he'll just forget. And so I think what happens to a lot of them is that they get real self-conscious because they know there's something wrong with them, and they know that you probably know there's something wrong with them. And so they're trying not to embarrass themselves they don't want, they're trying to mask their condition. They don't want you to know that they don't know. So they just try to play it along like everything's okay and they know what's going on even if they don't. At least that's the way it is with my dad. Now, I'm sure every case is probably different, but this has been my experience with my dad. Anyway, I think we'll go ahead and pause this live stream, and then maybe I don't really know what to do right now. There's some things I need to do, which I might have to pause the live stream to accomplish them. Hello. Thanks for joining the stream. Just me, been talking about my life and what's going on.
Hey there.
Howdy. How's your day?
Good, thank you.
Hey, do you think you'd like some plums?
No, thank you.
No? Okay. I got way more plums than I know what to do with.
Yeah, I know they have a lot of plums on it.
Have a great afternoon.
Thank you.
Well, this is turning into a pretty boring live stream, so I'm gonna take you guys downtown and we'll walk around downtown a little bit. Dad's taking a nap. It's a good time to go. I wish I could give you a better view on the flip side. Let's see here. It's just a lot of the holder. And YouTube won't let me go horizontal for this live stream because I'm using my phone. Apparently I can do it with my desktop, but not with my phone. I'm going to plug you in. There you go. And let's get out of there. Okay. Yeah, there are a couple things I need to do. I don't know, you can see something there. Sorry for the interruptions there in the live stream. But we're back. and we are driving around in San Luis Obispo, California. And I'm sorry about the terrible view you're getting. My dashboard here. But you can see part of the side of the road. Yep, it's all experimental. I guess the theory is that if you have enough content on YouTube, whether it's good content or not, that if there's enough of it, you get enough view time over the long range, that it adds up somehow. Now, of course, I'd rather bring you interesting content. But when I'm busy like this, I can't always be doing interesting things. Sometimes what I'm doing is very mundane. And so I present this for those in search of the mundane. I don't know, maybe you just want to sleep. Maybe you're just trying to go to sleep. And you're just laying there and you just need somebody's voice to listen to put you out. So you happen upon this random live stream video published after the fact that pretty much nothing happens in. It's just this nothing happening here, just in downtown San Luis Obispo. If you're dropping in, please say hello in the chat, and I can I'll give a shout out to your channel, and I can come check you out later. Better yet, throw a link to your channel down in the chat window. That's even best. Throw me a link in the chat window. I'm about to park this car, and then I'm gonna take you for a walk around in downtown San Luis Obispo. So if you're interested in seeing what's happening in downtown San Luis Obispo, stick with me. And we'll have a ganda, as they say. We'll have a ganda. That's the way the Australians say it. In the US we say, well, let's go take a gander. We're gonna take a gander at the downtown area. Uh-oh, I hear a siren. Where are they? I want to get out of their way. I don't think they're here on this street. They're close by. Yeah, we can wander around downtown a little bit. We'll check out the sights and then and maybe go over to the park. There's a park not far from here. We can go walk around there. There's always some crazy people hanging around in the park. We can go check them out. First, we got to find a parking spot. So let's just park here. This will work. Ta-ta-ta-ta. All right, you guys. We're gonna take a walk around in downtown San Luis Obispo. We're gonna see some sights. I would love to know what country you're viewing from, if you are viewing from another country. Is there anybody out there? 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 Ah, is there anybody out there? I'm a Pink Floyd fan. And I think we should all be Pink Floyd fans. Okay, windows are equalized. Here we go. Quick walk around downtown San Luis Obispo. First of all, there's a river here. Let's go take a look at the river. Not a lot of water in the river right now, just a trickle. Just a trickle. And this river runs right down the middle of San Luis Obispo. Kind of runs right through the downtown area anyway. Mostly Higuera Street. Kind of flows across Marsh and Higuera. Marsh and Higuera and Monterey. And then it sort of follows Higuera down So yeah, and I really don't like filming these in the vertical, portrait format. I like the landscape format a lot more. And this is pretty much the main street. This is Higuera Street. And some popular eateries here. That's one of my favorites right there. Firestone Grill. Because it's really, really cheap and the food is pretty decent. It's about the best deal you can find in downtown SLO for lunch. Woodstock Pizza over there. They've also got a pretty good lunch. Wow, there's a really, really beautiful car over here you can go look at. Let's go check out this car. This area is a mecca for classic car buffs. There is just a lot of classic cars around here. This is a Country Squire V8. Look at that beautiful machine. Pretty sure that is not real wood, but just painted to look like wood. This is a Ford vehicle with a bitchin' luggage rack. Original Ford hubcaps. And really cool visor, like really extended visor. So cool. A good location here for some nice kind of details on this thing. Just a really cool car. You kind of see inside of it. Well, not so great from here. Kind of see the dash there. Just a beautiful vehicle. They don't make like that anymore. I love the visor, that big huge visor sticking out is so cool looking. Alright, let's just mosey along here. Near Luisa's place. That's a popular spot for breakfast.
Is anyone having a shower for?
I really like this town. It's still got that small town feel to it. And it's, people are pretty friendly here in general. Pretty open, It's usually, pretty easy to find a parking spot. Things aren't too crazy here, Lines at the supermarket, yeah, a little longer than what I'm used to, I guess. Some of the banks, some of the services that I'm kind of used to having aren't always available, I guess. And I was kind of surprised actually to find that there's, like, for instance, it's a really long waiting list if you want to see a doctor. They schedule months out, and so that's what I mean when I say things are thin, like service-wise. It's like a lot of times you try to get something done, and they're like, "Well, we'll put you on the waiting list," Up there is where the mission is. You can walk up there to the mission.
I'm scared to do that.
This is a mission town. It was like, mission was founded here back in the, I don't know, 1600s, early 1600s, something like that. Been around for a long time. It was part of the Spanish Empire before the United States was a country. Oh, lost connection there. Lost you for a minute, but I'm back. And there is the mission. 1772 it says. Okay, well, I guess I was wrong. I thought it was earlier than that, but I guess they didn't build it until 1772. If you're proud of it, it says 1772 all over it. There's an area over here where they have kind of like a bike path or a walking trail that goes along the river here. Which is pretty nice. I guess this isn't really part of it, but they have something about the river here. And there's the river. Some building built right across the top of it. Oh, that's that restaurant. Yeah. And there's a lot of eateries that back up into here. Really beautiful area though, just so lush here. There's lots of water and it's very I don't know, just green. Verdant. It's verdant. Great place to build a mission right by the river here.
Let's go back this way. The front door's over here. Jack, Colin wants to see the mission.
Yeah. I want to see a mission.
Yeah.
There we go. Here's the trail. It's kind of a little amphitheater here. Little place for oratory. A lot of people use these trails, bicycles and whatnot. Hi. That's a good stoner spot. There is the Slow Museum of Art right there. Can't really see them very well. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I'm shooting right into the sun here. Let's see. Oh, there's Nick the Greek. Couldn't hurt to go over there and just get a little footage real quick of Nick the Greek. This is I was shooting a video of this place here, Bubblegum Alley. And some employees from this place came out to harass me. It made me wonder. Turned into a First Amendment audit that was pretty popular on my YouTube channel. And it makes me wonder if any of these same employees are still here, or if they left. I don't see them. I guess I don't see them from out here. Hard to... I don't know. Anyway, here's Bubblegum Alley, which is really cool, so let's take a look at it. Oh yeah, I note that this place does have cameras on the building. They're probably filming everything that happens in front. Hi.
Hi, how are you? We
Good.
got some gum.
Oh, you do? Oh, cool. I think I stuck some gum on here back in the 90s. I think I stuck a piece of gum somewhere in
I
here.
did too, someplace over here, but you're never gonna see it.
Yeah, I'll never, like, I'm like, I wonder where I was. Of course, I can't remember, you know, where I put it.
Actually, I think you did it once here, and then about 5 years later down on that end.
Oh, really?
I've always wanted to bite the Hubba Bubba tape on the side, and I just did that. I just chewed it on the
Oh.
side. I didn't tape it out. It was awesome.
Okay.
It is as good as you think it would be.
No doubt.
Yeah. Because you're always doing things by the rules.
Hubba Bubba?
This was awesome. Just to bite into the tape.
Uh-huh.
Not just let it come off the spool.
Yeah.
It was incredible. That's a frown.
That's the best kind, Hubba Bubba. Because it makes the biggest bubbles. Oh, look, somebody wrote something and stuck it here. Huh.
Boom.
Wouldn't want to walk in here on psychedelics or anything.
No.
That
And
would.
then you start eating it.
Seeing
The hardest part is breaking them off.
faces in the gum and stuff, you know.
Right? My grandson would probably eat it off the walls. I know he would. I know he would. I have to watch him. Oh, what it's like to be 7 again.
Well
I got
done.
his tongue. You can do the rest of his face. I got the
Pull
tongue.
this off.
Oh, you guys are doing a whole face.
This is his tongue.
Oh, cool.
Hold on. I got his tongue.
You guys are doing a whole face. A happy face.
Yep.
Nice.
Awesome.
Very cool.
You gotta finish his smile here. It's all you. Oh gosh.
Right here.
Yep.
That's Bubblegum Alley. There's the Blade Runner Salon, where they've got makeup at 80% off, or $3 each. There's a street musician. Now, he was doing an acoustic version of I Walk the Line, which actually wasn't bad, but I'm sure the microphone wasn't picking it up, especially with that car horn in the background. So we'll just tool along through here all the way over to Marsh Street, and then we'll hook a left and make our way back to the car. Linnea's Cafe, popular place. Been there for a long time, I guess.
Right.
La Locanda. Ristorante Italiano. Dad donated a bunch of paintings, or gifted a bunch of those paintings to that restaurant. And then they, I don't know, paintings aren't there anymore. I think the claim was that the owner closed it down and sold it and gave the paintings to somebody or something. But I'm willing to bet that if I researched it, I'd find out it's the same wall. Not as much going on Mars Street as there is on Hydera. Starting to get warm out here. Like very, 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 very warm. Interesting building. Guess it's a church. And Barnes and Noble over there. I don't think there's a lot of Barnes and Nobles left in the country. Another church, or what once was a church, and it's interesting to me that they're just right next door to each other, these two churches. Or maybe they're part of the same church. That's a good possibility, I guess. That would be the church, and then this would be the rectory? I don't know. Alright, so that was your walk around downtown San Luis Obispo. Hope you found that interesting. I wish I could impart to you the delicious smell in the air right now because I'm right next to the Firestone Grill and they do a lot of barbecue. So I think I'm smelling barbecued chicken, barbecued beef. That smells really good. Making me hungry. So, hungry for a tri-tip sandwich, which isn't really good for my gout. But I still like to do it once in a while. If I eat my tri-tip sandwich with a little ibuprofen, usually I can hold off the gout. We're back to the river here. Back to this beautiful, idyllic river scene. Some cool air rising here from underneath the bridge. Feels good. Oh, there's a guy over there. He looks like he's texting or something. Yeah. Let's just keep going. Get in the car and turn on the AC. That sounds like the best thing to do. Phew. Oh boy. Feeling the heat out there. Get you back on the charger. This is turning into a pretty long stream. Feels good. Alrighty. Let's move along. 75% of the screen. I don't think I ever made it to the post office. Yeah. Losing my connection here for some reason. Not sure why. But still rolling. And yeah, so we're talking about politics here. And my position is that Democrats aren't as liberal as they pretend to be. That they want to be perceived as the liberal party, but they're really swinging far to the right. Well, we're not really talking about politics, but it seems that way to me. There's a park over there across the street. And a lot of homeless people, I guess, live down there in the river. That's where the river flows to. Glad I'm not living down there. When I was a child, mobile home parks seemed to me like a place of luxury. And later, as an early adult, even trailer parks seemed like a luxury to me. I realized that at its best, it's pretty meager existence. And even if you had a triple wide mobile home, it's still a mobile home. You're not living in a real house. And mobile homes depreciate pretty quick. Well, not sure, but I think this might be the longest stream I've done. sometimes I just I don't know what to say, but it seems like this existence, this life, must have some kind of meaning, you know. It's so strange to me that we all just live our lives without really searching that out, and people just accept the mystery the way we do. But yeah, I just want to say, you know, seek the answers, try to transcend the mystery, and don't be like me, because God, apparently must be something wrong with me. Who else would do something like this? Okay, see you in the next video.